Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you had the chance to view or study from the book the pages that we have already covered, starting with a letter from Gaza, and then moving on to the other stories about Jack and the Beanstalk and the origin of fairy tales. Today we're going to move to another element of the short story. We started, you remember, with the plot, and we also moved on to the we also spoke about the origin of the story in the fairy tales, and now today we're going to take another element of the elements of the short story, which is the setting. And you remember in our first lecture we defined the setting as the time and place of the story. Today, starting from page 24, okay, we'll be covering page 24 until 28. And then from the same part on the setting, we'll be taking the story on page 43 under the title A Sound of Thunder. And the Sound of Thunder is an example on the setting of the story. Now, I already said that setting means time and place. And on page 24, you can see the definition of what a setting is. Let's read from the beginning of the page. At the top, page 24, every story would be another story and unrecognizable if it took up its characters and plot and happened somewhere else. يعني القصص ما راح تكون نفس القصص لو كانت في مكان آخر، لو أخذت من مكانها ووضعت في مكان آخر. What does this tell us? It tells us that the setting is a very important element in the story. Fiction depends for its life on place. Place is the crossroads of circumstances, the proving ground of what happened, who's here, who's coming. So here, this quotation at the beginning of page 24 in the setting part or section tells us that a setting is a very important element in the story, the time and place of the story. And if we happen to change it, the story would change altogether. Now, they also tell you that sometimes the setting can be in the foreground, يعني هو الأهم في القصة. And sometimes it can be in the background just as another element, okay? Sometimes it has a central role. Sometimes it has a minor role, okay? So like any other element of the short story, sometimes it has a very central role and important role in the story. Sometimes it has another, or let's say minor role as part of the elements of the short story. Now, an important point, Kaman, is also that the setting sometimes tells us about the mood of the story. What does this mean? For example, is it similar when the story starts and the day is sunny and hopeful and the butterflies are flying and the birds are singing? Is it similar to the setting when it's very dark and gloomy and cold? Of course not. So usually settings are indicative, or they indicate, or they tell us about the mood of the story. Is it pessimistic, متشائمة? Is it optimistic? Okay. Is it promising? Are things looking, very good? Okay. How is the story progressing into a positive ending or into a negative ending? Usually the setting does indicate the mood, مزاج القصة. هل هو إيجابي؟ هل هو سلبي؟ هل هو متفائل؟ هل هو متشائم؟ Okay, and so on and so forth. Now, how do we create the setting? Okay, the setting sometimes is realistic. يعني مكان حقيقي ممكن يكون في قلعة، في بيت، كل هاي الأماكن في قلاع في العالم، في الدنيا، في حياة البشر، في بيوت، في حدائق. Okay, and sometimes it can be what? Impressionistic or fictional. تمام؟ يعني out of this world, okay, into the space, مكان ما بنعرفه. تمام؟ حتى in some of the children's story الحديقة السرية، okay, اللي بتطلع هيك بس لناس بيقدروا يشوفوها. تمام؟ Anything out of the ordinary is an unrealistic setting or a fictional setting or an impressionistic setting. تمام؟ بينما الرياليستيك setting اللي هو بيطرأ في حياة البشر، أي مكان أي زمان بيكون موجود في حياة البشر. ولكن مش إحنا قلنا السيتنج مكان وزمان؟ Now, الزمان الماضي بالنسبة له الناس اللي عايشين في الحاضر. Can we travel to it؟ بنقدر نروح؟ ما بنقدر نروح، ما في سفينة okay a time machine or a time traveling machine بتقدر تاخدنا للماضي right. فلما يكون السيتنج في الماضي وبدنا نروح كأنه بنسافر عليه، هل هذا السيتنج realistic ولا fictional؟ طبعا ايش؟ fictional. تمام. فالماضي والحاضر، الماضي زمن ولكن الذهاب إليه هو إيش؟ هو الشيء غير الواقعي وغير الحقيقي. So once again, the setting is the time and place, okay? It gives us the mood of the story, okay? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it optimistic? Is it pessimistic? And it can be classified into realistic, okay? Something that we actually have in real life, and fictional or impressionistic, something that we don't have in real life. Okay, this can be found on page 25, all these definitions of what a realistic setting is and what is an impressionistic setting for those of you who are following up with the book. Now, the summary. Moving on now, بدنا نقفز شوية لأنه this part of this element of the short story setting في كتابكم عليه قصتين. احنا عشان نسهل هيك على بعض والمهم انه احنا نفهم ما رح ناخذ القصتين، رح ناخذ قصة واحدة. فالقصة الأولى رح نفشق عنها زي ما أنا كاتبت لكم بالكورس بلان and we will move into page 43. Okay, I usually choose the story because they give okay the meaning of the element. تمام. واحيانا لانه بيكون there's an added value of another meaning بتكون له قيمه مضافه رح نحكي عنها الان as we discuss the story. Now on page 43, the story that is an example on the setting is entitled A Sound of Thunder by a writer called Ray Bradbury. And I'm going to refer sometimes to the writer because some of them, especially the ones we're going to take in the next weeks, are very important names. They are a school on their own, so to speak. Sometimes knowing the writer is also important. As they tell you in your book, page 43, Ray Bradbury is an American fantasy and science fiction writer. وهنا نركز نحط شوي خطين تحت science fiction because science fiction on its own is a brand of what? Is a brand of the short story. في نوع من القصة القصيرة اسمهم ايش؟ الساينس فيكشن او الخيال اللي بنسميهم الخيال العلمي. هلا الآن الخيال العلمي مش دايما unrealistic ولكن في زمنهم ممكن يكونوا unrealistic. كيف يعني هذا الحكي؟ Remember, there was a very famous writer. His name is Jules Verne. Okay, he wrote a lot of science fiction stories. One of them was traveling the world in 80 days. السفر حول العالم في 80 يوم. When he wrote this story, okay, there was no airplanes, or airplanes were not that common, and people used to, you know, travel with trains or with animals and so on, okay? So going around the world in 80 days was إيش؟ Something that is totally imaginary. يعني إشي متخيل تماما كأنه يعني إيش خيال. في ذلك الوقت كان خيال, right? بس nowadays, okay, you can travel all the world in probably 24 hours or, you know, a little bit more. For science fiction, okay, is not always unrealistic, but maybe at that time, okay, it is unrealistic. وأظن إنه كمان نفس الكاتب كتب مش متأكدة من القصة تماما عنوانها، ولكن إشي بصر قديش فرسخا تحت الماء. هو كان بيحكي عن الغواصات وبداية الغواصات. ففي ذلك الوقت كان أيضا خيال علمي. But at that time إحنا بنعرف إنه الغواصات بتوصل لقاع البحر وما إلى ذلك. أوكي. فهذا الكاتب اللي هو كاتب هاي القصة A Sound of Thunder هو أيضا من كتاب الخيال العلمي في the United States. Okay. Now he's saying that this story is a type of fantasy. وبرضه fantasy معناها imaginative stories اللي هي القصص إيش؟ المتخيلة. Now you have page 43, okay? The definition of fantasy. What is fantasy? Okay, it's the depiction of the unreal. تصوير الإيش؟ الشيء غير الواقعي أو غير الحقيقي. تمام؟ زي ما حكينا في الأمثلة السابقة، هذا الغير حقيقي أو غير الواقعي ممكن يتغير من زمن إلى زمن ويصبح إيش؟ ويصبح حقيقي. Now هذه القصة اللي هي A Sound of Thunder. Okay, page 43 at the final paragraph they give you a summary of the story. What is the story about? A Sound of Thunder. تمام؟ والجميل في هاي القصة إنه بالرغم من إنه بتذكروا لما حكينا على العناوين وقلنا المكتوب ببين من عنوانه and titles are very important because they give you sometimes something about the meaning of the story. هاي A Sound of Thunder تمام هي عبارة بتطرأ في آخر القصة. تمام؟ فلو بدكم تدوروا عليها لما تقرأوا القصة ما راح تلاقوها، لأنها هي بتطرأ في إيش؟ في آخر القصة، ليست في المنتصف ولا في شيء، ولكن في آخر القصة. such a title, okay, may be intended to raise the attention, okay, of the reader and to make him or her look where is the sound of thunder in the story, okay? So it makes him and her anticipate. بيضل الواحد هيك متشوق. تمام؟ to look where is the sound of thunder in the story until the ending. فإحنا هاي بالكتابة أحيانا نسميها الهوك اللي هي السنارة أو المصيدة. تمام؟ Why is he hooking the reader? Because he wants the reader, him or her, to be always attentive, okay, and looking between the lines. Where is the title of this story, or what does it mean? Where does it occur? Okay. فبنلاحظ إنه بآخر فقرة رح نلاقي A Sound of Thunder. بينما إيش؟ لو بدنا نفكر وين الثندر في هاي القصة ما رح نلاقيه إلا بإيش؟ بالأخير. فكأنه the title prepares us for the ending. Okay. Now page 43 كمان مرة بنرجع بآخر فقرة. خلينا نقرأ سوا تلخيص هذه القصة. The story is about traveling back in time. في إشي اسمه السفر إلى الزمن الماضي؟ ما في. Right? فهذا what makes the story fantastic or belongs to the genre, the type of fantasy. لأنه ما في إشي اسمه السفر عبر الزمان سواء إلى المستقبل أو إلى إيش؟ أو إلى الماضي. أوكي؟ فهذا اللي بيخليها عبارة عن تخيل. ما بتعرفوا هل في زمن ما سنستطيع أن نسافر إلى الماضي من خلال artificial intelligence, some of the computer technologies. أوكي؟ الآن في بعض الناس عمالهم they are trying to reconstruct history through these ideas and trying to find what people in certain generations used to live, okay, and constructing the history of normal human beings and so on and so forth. ولكن للآن ما في طيارة بتاخدنا وبتودينا إلى الماضي أو إلى المستقبل. Now 43. This story is about traveling back in time for the purpose of hunting dinosaurs. شركة سياحية. Part of its bargains, الصفقات أو travel plans اللي عندها إنه it's inviting people to hunt dinosaurs. إنهم يصطادوا الديناصورات. The traveler المسافر Eccles. وانتم بتتخيلوا هون لما بنحكي ايكلز يبقى هو شخصيه ماينر ولا ميجر عشان نطبق اللي اخذناه. احنا هلا بدنا نصير نطبق كل شيء مع بعضه. Eccles is one of the main characters in the story اللي هو بياخذ شخصيه المسافر عبر الزمن. Eccles is given specific instructions by the safari guide. اللي بده يقود هاي الرحلة اسمه ترافيس. تمام؟ وبيجي لهذا الشخص Eccles and he gives him instructions. يعني كيف لما نطلع الطيارة okay, buckle your seats, put your seat in the upright position. عماله بيعطيه نفس المعلومات لما حدا يسافر على an airplane. Okay? Now, so he's giving him what to do, the do's and the don'ts in this trip. Travis اللي هو الترافل جايد not to change anything in the past. شو عم بيقول له؟ الجايد is telling the traveler Eccles not to change anything in the past. Why? Because no matter how small the change, it will have a great impact on the present. هنا بدنا نوقف سوا ونعيد. The travel guide is telling Eccles not to change anything in the past because anything that he will change will have an effect on the present. كيف هذا الحكي؟ هلا هم مسافرين وين؟ To the past. The past has finished. صح ولا لا؟ لما تروح على الماضي وتغير فيه إشي، okay, then this thing that has changed will affect إمتى؟ الpresent اللي أنت عايش فيه لما ترجع عليه. Okay, so do you get it? Once again, the travel guide is telling the travel guide, his name is Travis, is telling the traveler Eccles not to change anything in the past because if he does, okay, this will have an effect on the present. حتى لو إيش؟ حتى مهما كان هذا الشيء بسيط، يعني ماشي في شارع في الماضي and you wanted to take a paper and put thrown in the street and put it in the bin. تمام؟ ما بصير تعمله. ليش؟ لأنه أي شيء تعمله رح يأثر على الإيش؟ على الحاضر. Okay? Eccles, though unknowingly, اللي هو المسافر هذا, unintentionally, breaks this rule. بيخرق هاي القاعدة اللي هي أهم قاعدة في هذه الرحلة. Eccles' actions brings about a change in the present. The world is not the same world as the one before the journey. إيش القصة؟ في شركة that is giving offers, okay, for people to travel to the, تمام, to travel to the past and hunt dinosaurs, okay? These dinosaurs could be hunted because they're about to die and their hunting will not affect the events, تمام? Eccles goes with this trip and as he's approaching the dinosaurs, he's scared. So he goes off the path. الرحلة إلها مسار معين، تمام؟ بخاف هو بيطلع عن هذا المسار. So when he goes off the path, تمام? What does he do? He steps on a butterfly. بيدعس على إيش؟ على فراشة. Okay? Now, of course, Eccles, Travis, the travel guide, is not happy about what happened, and then they go back, and he finds that when he goes back to the real life, to the present life, that life has changed. ليش? Because when he went to the past, the guide before going on the trip told him you cannot do anything because anything, even if it's small, that you change in the past will have an effect on the present. هو خاف وهو في هاي الرحلة يعني خارج عن إرادته راح طلع عن الرحلة فدعس على فراشة. أوكي؟ لما يرجع على الحياة الحقيقية والوقت الحاضر, he finds that the language of the people has changed, that the prime minister or the president of the country has changed, okay? For now, he did something very wrong, okay? عمل إيش؟ خطأ كبير جدا. Now, in order to fix this mistake he did, okay, in order to change and to put right the wrong thing he did, شو بيروح ترافيس بيعمل؟ He shoots him. Okay? افتحوا على صفحة 54. Now, آخر lines, page 54. Eccles moaned. He dropped to his knees. لما شاف الدنيا كلها رجعت وتغيرت بسبب اللي عمله, فكأنه إيش؟ ركع على ركبتيه. He scrabbled at the golden butterfly with shaking fingers. خاف جدا لما دعس على هاي البutterfly. تمام? Can't we, he pleaded to the world, to himself, to the officials, to the machine, can't we take it back? Can't we make it alive again? صار يترجى في الناس ويترجى في المسؤولين ويترجى في بتاعون شركة السفر وكل الناس. مش ممكن نرجعها للحياة؟ Can't we start over؟ مش ممكن نبدأ من أول وجديد؟ عماله this shows his regret although he did this unintentionally، يعني ما كان متقصد إنه يعمل هذا الأمر، ولكن يعني he can't take it back. He did not move. Eyes shut. He waited shivering. أصبح يرتجف. He heard Travis breathe loud into the room. تنفس Travis اللي هو إيش؟ اللي هو مرافق الرحلة. He heard Travis shift his rifle. مسك البندقية اللي كان الأصل بيصيد فيها الديناصورات. He clicked the safety hatch اللي هو مقبض الأمان and raised the weapon ورفع السلاح. There was a sound of thunder. رفع السلاح باتجاه مين؟ باتجاه إيكلز وقتله كجزاء على هذا الخطأ الفظيع اللي قام فيه. فلاحظوا at the end of the story there was a sound of thunder اللي هو إيش؟ اللي هو التايتل بتاع القصة. The title came at the end, okay, to indicate the final stage, to indicate the ending, okay, and to make the reader, okay, anticipating what will happen through all the story. يعني عادة إحنا بندور okay إيش دخل the title of the story with the story, okay, but through all the story you did not hear anything until the final lines where Eccles heard something like a sound of thunder, and this was the bullet that killed him. Okay, so once again, in this story, where is the setting? When the time or place? The time is what is in the past. Okay, the place is imaginary. Okay, a safari for hunting dinosaurs. Okay. The main characters are the guide and the traveler. The traveler is called Eccles and the guide is called Travis. There's only one condition on going for going on this safari in the past. You are to stick to the path of the journey. في مسار معين للرحلة، تمام؟ ما بتروح لحالك. And you are not to change any minor thing. ولا إشي لا minor ولا major, because anything that you do will affect the present moment and cannot be redeemable. يعني ما بنقدر نصححها. Eccles goes on the trip and he feels a little bit afraid. Okay, so he goes off the path. And when he steps out of the path of the journey, he steps on a butterfly, a golden butterfly, and he kills it. And when he kills it and goes back, he knows that he has done something that has changed the present or current moment. And for that, he feels very sorry and willing to change. But خلاص, يعني, as we say in Arabic, سبق السيف العدل. He cannot change it. So as a punishment to his wrongdoing, he loses his life at the end. Now, هاي القصة with its fantastic setting and being a type of science fiction with the idea of traveling back in time, okay, has another meaning. انتوا لاحظتوا ايش اللي غير مسار القصة؟ ايش كان التيرنينج بوينت؟ تمام؟ ايش كانت الكلايماكس؟ متذكرين الكلايماكس اللي هي the most tensed point in the plot، أكثر لحظة معقدة أو العقدة في القصة. إيش كانت اللحظة المعقدة هاي؟ إيش كانت يعني قمة الحبكة؟ اللي هي when he stepped on the butterfly، لأنه بعد ما قتل أو دعس على هاي الفراشة بدأت the events of the story changing rapidly until we reach the end. This story is also an indication of the concept that we know as the butterfly effect. في العربي بنسميه أثر الفراشة. إيش يعني أثر الفراشة؟ That something as very small as a butterfly can have great effects. بالعربي بترجموها أحيانا بمصطلحات أيضا غير أثر الفراشة اللي هي البيبي ستيبس، كيف إنه البيبي ستيبس بتبدأ صغيرة صغيرة and then okay it grows into walking. في المصطلح الشرعي بنسميها القليل الدائم أحيانا، اللي هو شيء قليل ولكن أثره كبير لأنه دائم. فأثر الفراشة اللي هو the butterfly effect is that something very, very minor can have a big impact, a big result, and this is the theme of the story, okay? It also tells us that sometimes يعني things that you do cannot be changed, okay? الحمد لله من نعمة ربنا فينا أحيانا اللي هي قضية التوبة، أوكي؟ ما في إشي بيعمله الإنسان إلا بيستطيع، بالذات إذا if it was a mistake, if it was a wrongdoing، إلا بيقدر يرجع عنه بالتوبة. ولكن في بعض الأشياء أوكي after it's done you cannot really do anything, you cannot undo what you already did. وهاي القصة مثال على ذلك الأمر. He stepped on the butterfly although unknowingly, unwillingly, unintentionally, but still he could not bring the butterfly back to life and change what he did. لأنه لما رجع على العالم وجد اللغة اتغيرت، وجد الأحداث قد تغيرت، وجد الرئيس اختلف. أوكي ليش؟ لأنه خرق القاعدة وغير شيء في الماضي. So this is basically the story, okay, and it's an example on the setting and how the setting is very important when it comes to the story. تخيلوا لو كانت هاي القصة مش في الماضي، تمام؟ السيتنج مش في الماضي، the story would lose all its important idea. يعني القصة قائمة على أنك تذهب إلى الماضي ولا تستطيع أن تغير فيه، وإذا غيرت فيه it will have an effect on the present moment, okay? فهير if the setting was changed we would not have the story altogether, okay? Because the important part and major role is the setting, which is the idea of going back in time from the present moment to the past. فهون الsetting هل هو بس هيك in the background مش عامل لنا إشي, does not affect the story? No, it's a very integral and important part of the story. تمام؟ بهيك بنكون أنهينا ما يتعلق بالsetting. أوكي؟ بنرجع بنحكي عن الديفينيشن، بنرجع بنحكي عن أنواع الsetting. أوكي؟ بنرجع بنحكي إنه setting sometimes has a major role, sometimes it's in the background or has a minor role. أوكي؟ بعدين بنعطي عليه إنه setting important لأنه بيعطينا the mood of the story. Is it positive, negative? أوكي؟ optimistic or pessimistic. وأيضا بيعطينا هل هو واقعي ولا غير واقعي, realistic or unrealistic or impressionistic. أوكي؟ ومثال على ذلك القصة اللي إحنا بدنا ناخدها page 43 اللي هي A Sound of Thunder. لاحظوا إنه on page 57 عندكم النيو تيرمز. احنا بذكر وحكينا في كل وحدة أو في كل قصة في مجموعة من المصطلحات الجديدة التي يجب أن نعرفها ويجب أن ننتبه إلها. page 57 في المصطلحات الجديدة. فانتسي، حكينا إيش معنى الفانتسي وحكينا إنه هاي القصة هي okay belongs to the idea of fantastic story. okay اللي هي unreal, okay imaginative. تمام؟ وحكينا انه هي it also falls under the idea of science fiction او الخيال العلمي. okay impressionism اللي هي الانطباعية, a kind of writing which evokes sense and feelings. okay حكينا انه السيتنج ممكن يكون realistic وممكن يكون impressionistic معناه بيعطيكي احاسيس او ايش انطباعات. اوكي اوكي وحكينا على الساينس فيكشن. هيك بنكون تقريبا يعني انهينا ما يتعلق بهذه الوحدة او ب this example on the setting. If you have any questions please ask them, and for those who are unable to attend the video I've already marked the pages in the course plan that belong to this video. Okay, so the explanation, the recorded explanation, is just always to help you. It's a discussion to help, further your understanding. But if you're unable to attend it, the pages are there. Everything is fully explained and, very reader friendly. You can read them from the book, and inshallah, the questions will be basically from the book with the assigned pages and the course plan. Thank you very much. موفقين يا رب ونراكم على خير. السلام عليكم.